Hello everyone and welcome back to my podcast. It's been a while. Um, Unfortunately this isn't going to be on Spotify. I'll probably upload it in the new year. Um, but for now I want to try and make these sort of podcast videos on my YouTube channel for now. So subscribe, like and comment and let me know your thoughts. As I said, it's been a while. I'm going to basically freestyle this. I've got a few notes, but just want to jump on here and have a conversation with you guys and let you guys know how I'm doing. So, on my last podcast episode where I mentioned about my journey with ulcerative colitis, I was just about to start vedolizumab, or Vidu for short. They are an infusion, and I think I was having them every 8 weeks, probably for about 6 weeks. I think I had them for maybe 5, and then because they basically towards the end of the 8 weeks, my symptoms started to get worse. So they decided to put me on the infusions every 4 weeks, which I feel like it worked a little bit, but I was also on a high dosage of steroids. I was on about, to be fair, I've been going up and down, I keep forgetting what I was on. So I think I was on probably about 20 milligrams of steroids, and I was coming off of them, going back on them, coming off them, but I never actually come off them completely. I always got down to about 5 or 10 milligrams. But once I started the infusions every 4 weeks, I then eventually got down to no steroids at all on the, I think, 14th of September, I think it was, the last day that I had my last prednisolone, which is the steroid, if you guys don't know. But yeah, that time when I was coming off the steroids, I would say it was probably the hardest thing I've ever had to do, mentally and physically as well. The mental health side effects were awful. I've been on steroids probably, I think I started them March 2020 and I come off them September 22. So it's been a long time. So yeah, my mental health hit an all-time low, as you all know, with IBD, and also with steroids it makes things worse. So it's tough, and there's times when I basically didn't think things could get better. I was isolated away from everyone, couldn't go out and do things, couldn't see friends except from if they came to my house. But moving on to the physical side effects, I was losing a lot of blood. Sorry to be TMI here, but this is a colitis podcast. But yeah, I was losing like blood clots. There wasn't actual like fresh blood. I don't think anyway. My IBD nurse said that it's old blood from the ulcers, where the ulcers have healed, and then kind of scabbed over, and then I've lost the scab part. If that makes any sense. I'm no specialist. That's what I've been told. But yeah, that was a very scary time to. Whenever I went to the bathroom, there'll be loads of blood, and yeah, you don't want to go through it, and it's scary, and it's okay to be scared. But they told me to keep pushing through. I was worried about this, but I kept pushing through, because normally I would go into hospital for this, and maybe I should have done, but I wanted to push through, finish the dose of steroids, and finally come off them. And then comes around September time, I officially completed it. Completed the dose of steroids. I've been on them for like 2.5 years, and I have to admit, I was proud of myself for officially coming off them. I've been trying to come off them for 2.5 years, and it's been tough. So when I come off them, I was still continuing having my infusions every 4 weeks. And over time, over the last few months, the blood clot thing has actually stopped. I still lose a bit of blood, but when you have IBD, I do think, and I was told from my IBD nurse the other day, that you do lose a bit of blood every now and then. Like, we have a chronic illness, and your whole condition is obviously where you lose blood. you have symptoms, and it's going to come and go. But let's hope for all of us things do settle, and they settle for as long as possible. And yeah, so the last few months things have kind of gotten better. But yeah, my mental health did hit an all-time low again. Since coming off of the steroids, it's not been easy because my body is trying to cope with not being on the steroids anymore. But yeah, the last month has kinda, I would say, improved. It's hard to tell because obviously symptoms come and go. Some days I feel rough, some days I feel okay. It's all so unpredictable, as you guys know. But I'll be honest here as well. I've actually started an antidepressant called sertraline, and I want you all to know that it's okay to take an antidepressant to help you with your mental health. Your mental health is so important. Like, I can't express that enough. And they started me on 50 milligrams for 2 weeks to see how things go. I did have a few side effects for the first like 4 or 5 days, where I was shivering, had like flu-like symptoms, but those kind of disappeared after those 5 or 6 days or 4 or 5 days. But since I've been on them for 2 weeks, things have slightly improved. I've now actually from today, on the 15th of November, I've actually gone on to 100 milligrams because I feel like the sertraline has been helping my symptoms. Because when you have a chronic illness, stress can be a key factor in your symptoms. If you can help your mental health and be at peace and be as little stressed as possible, that can go a long way. And obviously the antidepressant is there to help that. It's helped to calm you down. It's there to help you not stress in worrying situations. And I do feel like it's helping. And like I said, I've only been on the 100 milligrams from today, so I'm hoping that improves even more going forward. But the last week, I've actually joined the gym. The last time I went to the gym was January this year. I went from November 21 to January 22. And that time was the best time of my life. Like, when you go to the gym, you feel so good. Like, it's just that feeling of just escaping reality for a little bit, where you're able to just focus on yourself, listen to your music, get a workout in, and you never regret a workout. I'm taking it easy, I'm taking it slow, I'm making sure that my body isn't overdoing it. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and the main reason why I have actually started the gym, I was also diagnosed with osteoporosis a few weeks ago. And having osteoporosis at such a young age isn't fun. Most people normally get it when they're older, but because I've been on the steroids for so long, it's kind of caused it. I may have had it, I may have been born with it, I've no idea, but I've obviously had a DEXA scan a few months ago, and they've officially diagnosed me with osteoporosis. That's the main reason why I started the gym, because I want to build my strength back up, I want to strengthen my muscles, I just want to improve the strength of my body in general, to hopefully help prevent any pain or anything happening. But yeah, that's the main reason why I started the gym. And I've also had a ultrasound a few months ago as well, and I've been told I have a 4mm gallstone on my gallbladder, which they suggest it might be a polyp. They're not too sure, but I'm having a CT scan next month to double check and have a bit more of like an in-depth look at it and see what they want to do and how they want to treat it. But yeah, that's everyone up to date. And yeah, just wanted to make this little YouTube video to update you guys and just let you guys know how things are getting on. And let me know if you want me to make any more videos like this. Like I said, I'm going to be bringing back the podcast next year. I want to bring guests on. I might bring a few guests on, maybe just on YouTube. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I want to raise as much awareness as possible. That's it for today. I really hope you all have enjoyed this episode. It's a bit of a different one, a bit more of like a freestyle where I don't cut out much. If you want me to talk about any subjects or topics, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll try and sort that out for a future video. If you want me to have any guests on, let me know those as well, and I'll try and get those sorted, whether it's before the new year or in the new year. But thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care.